record now. Okay, awesome. So first things first, everybody. My name is Romeo. I'm 22 years old. But I've been with IM Mastery Academy for about 2 years now. It's coming on my 2-year anniversary. And honestly, like, I'm so happy and grateful because this works. Like, if you're in this, and you're consistently every day thinking about this, your life is gonna change. Your life is definitely gonna change. Trading is going to make you rich. Residual income is going to make you wealthy. I want you to write that down. If you're on this call and you're not taking notes, then you've already missed it, okay? Trading is gonna make you rich. Residual income is going to make you wealthy, okay? So that is the biggest thing. So first things first, for everybody that's new on the call, new to trading, the first things first is that you want to be a product of the product, okay? You must go through basics and technical analysis in the IM Forex Academy. Please write this down. You want to go through basics and technical analysis on Forex Academy. So I'm writing this out for you guys so that way everybody's on the same page. Here we go. All right. So that's number one. The next thing is you want to use Go Live for 1 hour every day. Now, the educators that I use on Go Live, my phone is blowing up. Here we go. Let me turn this off. Okay. So the educators that I personally watch are Lizaldo Tavares, because Gold Cup is on fire. You want to use Gold Cup. If you don't have it, I recommend to get it. And then I also hop on to Lizaldo because he calls out those live trades. Now, this is very, very important. 90% of people who trade Forex don't have a lot of success. The reason why is because they're trading retail. I really recommend everybody on this call, I want you to switch to learning how to trade like the banks. You're gonna trade like the institutions, the institutional banks that are basically in charge of the market. They are controlling this market that moves up, down, and sideways, okay? So now, the educators I recommend you to watch are Mike Miles, Monday through Friday at midnight, Zach and Jordan, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 3 p.m. So his session just happened about an hour ago. And Mike Navarrete, Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, okay? These 3 educators, if you consistently watch them, I promise you, your whole trading style is going to change, and you're gonna catch entries with no drawdown. That is the biggest thing. You want to trade, but not with a big stop loss. There's a lot of people trading with 30 pips, 40 pips, 50 pips stop loss. That's way too high. And you want to honestly trade with between a max 15 to 25 pip stop loss. I want you to write this down, okay? So Go Live, you got those 3 educators, right? And now your stop loss should be 15 to 30 pips. Honestly, if it hits your stop loss, get back to studying. The more you study, the more results that you're going to have in trading. Okay, so that's big. That's the first big thing. Okay, now what I want to go over now is TradingView. Okay, TradingView is basically the Google of trading. Okay, so you come onto this website. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to show you guys how this kind of works. All right, so basically on the top left, let me just mute a few people on this call. Here we go. So on the top left, you have your search bar, kind of like Google, right? So if I want to search up Apple stock, I can, right? If I want to search up, if I want to search up the US dollar versus the Swiss franc, this is it right here, right? So if I want to search up BTC USD, which had a massive 250 pips push in the last 30 minutes, this is how you can look at it, okay? So the top left bar is your search bar. Okay, that is the most important thing. Now, the next thing I'm going to discuss is to the right. This is your time frame. Your time frame, right? I recommend to start on the monthly. I want you to look at the charts on the monthly. I'm looking at Bitcoin, so let me go change it. Let me change it to a foreign exchange pair here. Okay. I start on the monthly and I work my way down from the monthly to the weekly to the daily and to the 4 hour. And the only thing I last look at is the 1 hour. I am not personally trading on the 15-minute time frame, okay? I prefer longer moves. I prefer moves that I can see from the very, very past and I can catch the whole wave. So that's why I trade mostly on the monthly, the weekly, or the daily, okay? What does that mean? The monthly means that every candle is 1 month. And I like to explain this to all the new people like this. 1 month, 1 month, 1 month, 1 month, 1 month, 1 month. Now, if I look all the way to the very bottom of my screen, look what it says. It says June 3rd, 2019. It's telling you the date where the market was, how did it move. So the very bottom is your dates. This is extremely important, okay? So now, I'm gonna go to the daily time frame, okay? I'm gonna go to the daily time frame. There's a lot more people hopping on this call. Shout out to everybody getting on here today. You know, taking your time out means the world, all right? So boom. Now, I'm on the daily time frame. The market only moves 3 ways. It moves up, down, and sideways, okay? So I go to the left side of my screen. I only use very little tools, okay? On the right here, I click this, I click trend line, and all I use is 3 things. I use arrow, horizontal line, and trend line. That's truthfully all I use when I'm marking up my chart. So horizontal line, I now can use this to mark up key zones where the market bounced off of, or you know, it either hit this zone, came down, or now it hit the bottom of this zone and came up. Okay, so horizontal lines are your zones, right? Your key zones in the market. Now, arrows I use for trend lines, right? So obviously the market here, the US dollar, Canadian dollar, is on a downtrend on the daily time frame. But let's say I go to the 1 hour. If I go to the 1 hour, now it's showing an uptrend. Drop a 222 if you're with me so far. If I haven't been going too fast, this has been understanding. You know, first of all, you're taking notes. You know, note takers are money makers. So if I'm on the daily time frame, it's showing that it's going down long term. But if I go to the hour, it's showing that the market is on an uptrend. Okay, so that's why the zones, that's why the time frames are extremely important. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the daily time frame here. Okay, so now, right, I can also do this as well. Now I'm going to go to the monthly. On the monthly, the market is on an uptrend. Okay, so this is very, very important. I recommend to start on the monthly so that way you can see the whole aspect of the market and how it's moving. All right, the next tool that I use is you click on the brush here and you click rectangle. The reason why I click rectangle is because I want to identify where is the money in the market. Okay, the money in the market is up here. There is a lot of money up here. Okay, the same thing goes down here. There is a lot of money down here. The banks already are in trades that are, you know, producing money for the bank, right? And here's the thing, guys, when the market makes these huge 100 pip moves, that's all the banks. The banks are in charge of the market, and you want to know where the money is. And this is how I identify it, by drawing these rectangles and identifying, okay, up here is where the money is, and down here is where the money is. So with that being said, okay, I am now going to go to a different pair because I want to find something where there is a really good move. Now, I was trading last night, Great Britain pound, US dollar, okay? I'm on the monthly time frame, okay? Now I'm going to show you guys something really crazy here, okay? So let me go to a daily time frame here. Now look at this, okay? I'm going to draw this rectangle out here, okay? Do you see how big of a space this is, okay? Over here, the market was here on October 21st, right? It was at this price, October 21st. The last time the market was there. The last time the market was there was right here, May 14th. What happened on May 14th? The market completely tanked. So guys, look at this. It literally came back to this zone, to this price. And if you would have entered a sell on this price here on a daily time frame, you would have caught over 200 pips in 2 days. Now, that's the biggest thing. I am looking for this huge space in the market, okay? That's how I honestly get into the market. And I'm gonna show you here again. Here is a nice space right here, okay? What happened here? The market shot up. The market came over here as well. And what did it do? It shot up as well. So this is a great way to identify how the market is moving, okay? You look left to get right. I want you to write this down. Look left to get right, okay? And ladies and gentlemen, it's literally everywhere. Look at this, right? I'm actually gonna delete everything because I like starting from scratch. The trash can is on the very bottom here. I click back to the rectangle. I measure this here. I go back to the arrow and look at this. Drop. Look what happened here, right? The market made that same move on a daily time frame. Now, how do you get into these entries? Carefully. Do not over leverage. Write this down like 100 million times. Do not over leverage. If you don't over leverage and you put a 0.01, okay? You put a 0.01, you let it flow. Let it flow. And then when you start seeing the move happen, then you put your bigger size lot size. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You securethebag.com. When you're up $10, let's say if you found $10 on the floor, would you pick it up? Everybody drop in the group chat right now. If you found $10 on the floor, would you pick it up? Yes or no? 42 people on this call. Much love to all of you. Money Moves Only family, Take Profit University family, I Am Mastery Academy family. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, the market is not going anywhere. You need to secure the bag. You need to get paid. If you're not getting paid, then why are you doing this? Right? I'm currently a Platinum 2000. Right? Every week, every Friday, if you're a Platinum 150, a Platinum 1000, Platinum 6, you're getting paid residual income. Why are you not withdrawing every Friday from the market? So you should be withdrawing from the market every Friday and getting paid that pay quicker, that Bitcoin, that Skrill, right? Who's with me? Drop a 777 that you should be withdrawing on Fridays and getting that residual income on Fridays, right? This is how it works, ladies and gentlemen. You need to have a system. If you're not disciplined, if you don't have any structure, you're going to be in the same position with trading and the business, okay? So now with that being said, right, I'm gonna show you guys how I got into a trade last night, okay? I'm gonna go now from the daily, I'm gonna go to the 1 hour, okay? Now look at this. I identified my space right here. I looked left to get right, right? The market was over here, October 22nd. October 31st, it made a drop, came back, retraced. When this happens, right, now you're gonna look for that sell, right? You're gonna look for that sell because why? The last time the market was over here, what happened? It dropped. So you shouldn't be looking nothing else for a sell. So how do you prepare yourself to get into a trade? You're now gonna click on your horizontal lines. Pay very close attention when I'm about to show you because this is gonna get you very organized. So let's say this is my entry. The white line is my entry, okay? Now, I'm gonna get colorful here because I'm a little OCD. I like things to be colorful, very organized, right? So I'm gonna literally write over here in text, entry. This is my entry, okay? Now, I'm going to change the time frame a little bit so I can see a little bit above, and I'm gonna put another horizontal line a little bit above the previous point. So that way, if the market hits there, that's what I choose to lose. Stop loss is choosing to lose. Every trade that you get into, you must know how much you're gonna lose, okay? So now I've done that. I've done a red line, which is my stop loss. I'm gonna get colorful once again because you know we be living this crazy life of feeling just happiness, growth, gratitude, non-stop grind every single day. So I click on this right here and I go stop loss, right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you meet up with someone on a one-on-one, if you sit down with someone, you can show them how to get into a trade just like this, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I said this before, I am not greedy. Do not be greedy in these markets. You need to securethebag.com, right? You are going to put a price, right, that is going to be good. Like, it doesn't matter what your gain is. What matters is you have blue in your history. If you don't have blue in your history, that's a problem, and you need to go back to go live. You need to go back to the academy, okay? So now, I'm gonna change this color, and I'm gonna change it to green because green is take profit. So I change it to green, and I'm gonna type this in, take profit, okay? Boom, I am ready to go. I'm ready for a trade. I've gone into this trade last night, and guess what happened, ladies and gentlemen? I secured the bag, right, overnight. Now, you use this tool all the way to your left. You're gonna use the ruler. You click on this, and you're going to measure from the entry all the way down to your take profit, okay? So take profit, man, Zarian. All right, here we go. So boom, I'm gonna change this now to this color real quick. And now 85 pips was my take profit number one, okay? 85 pips was my TP, okay? 85 pips. Ladies and gentlemen, I had a 0.01. I had a 0.01. So if I had a 0.01, how much did I make on this trade? Who wants to drop it in the group chat? How much did I make on this trade? 85 pips times 10 cents per movement. Let's go Aldo, let's go Chris, let's go Natasha, right? I made $8.50. Yes, it is not a lot of money. But because I had that floating, I was then, once the move happened, guess what I did, ladies and gentlemen? I then dropped that, you know, that bigger lot size, right? So instead of catching the 85 pips, right, I caught that whole move, the 85 pips, but as the move started happening, now the next 40 pips, I put a 0.05, right? The 0.05, I made 20 bucks, okay? This is very, very important, guys. If you have a $100 account and you made $20, you did 20% of your money in one day. You know how good that is? You know you can't do that in the stock market. You can't do that anywhere else. Stop trying to flip your account. Stop trying to take 100 to 200. Stop trying to take 500 to 2,500, okay? Unless you choose to lose all of that money, okay? So I personally go, no matter what, I go from 5 to 20% a day, okay? Please, ladies and gentlemen, go for 5 to 20% of your account every day. And the best times to trade are going to be Monday through Thursday. Now, this is very important. 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give me 1 second. Right? So 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do not trade outside of these time frames. I repeat that again. I do not trade outside of these time frames. Now, if you're trading New Zealand or Australian dollar, which moves a little bit slower, you're going to trade 7 p.m. Oh, so I literally just lost everything, but it's all good. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to put NZD/AUD pairs, okay? This is the best time where these pairs like to move. And then everything else, 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Great Britain pounds, you got the US dollar, You got great, Japanese yen. These are the best times that these markets like to move, that these pairs like to move, okay? So I put that there. Hold on, let me change this real quick. All right, awesome. Perfect. So these are the best times to trade. So I'm going to put that here on the left side, okay? Now, with that being said, I'm going to go back to here. This is very important. Go for 5 to 20% of your account every day, okay? Daily. And this goes from Monday through Thursday. Now, Fridays equal withdraw. Fridays equal withdraw. Okay? I can't spell here. Withdraw. I still can't spell. So yeah, so basically Fridays, you want to secure the bag. You want to get yourself paid. Now, how do you withdraw in the market, ladies and gentlemen? Right? I personally use hugosway.com. This is my broker. Okay? I love it. Why? Because you do it through Bitcoin and you can literally send the money from Hugo's Way to your Cash App. What? Yo, in literally 15 minutes, you take your Hugo's Way trading money, put it in your Cash App, and then you could do instant transfer to that bank account. And then you're going to go take your parents out on a nice dinner and they're going to be like, yo, where did you get this money from? This is from that thing that you didn't believe in. SecureTheBag.com, get yourself paid. So Hugo's Way is my broker that I like to use, and I use Cash App to withdraw and to fund, okay? I use Cash App to withdraw and to fund. Next, I want to discuss is ForexFactory.com, okay? This is extremely important because the market moves on big major news, and how does the news happen? Because of the banks. The banks take control of the markets at these key red folders. All I look for is the red folders on Forex Factory. I know there's a lot of things going on this page. Don't worry about it. Just look for the red folders, okay? This is the biggest thing. So, boom. So now I look for the red folders. Earlier today at 3:30 p.m., okay? Let's take a look at the euro. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to Euro USD. Look what happened, ladies and gentlemen, right? I'm going to go to an hour time frame here. So I go to the time 3:30. Look at this. Look what happened. About an hour ago, the market, right, made this move. That's like a 30 pip move in about 6 hours, okay? So you got to look out for these red folders because that's what's going to determine how a big push in the market, either up or down. The news is not going to tell you if it's going to go up or down. You have to react. React to the news. Don't guess. Don't make a guess. Go live. What is Zach and Jordan saying about the Euro US dollar? What is Lizaldo saying about the Euro US dollar? What is Mike Neverete saying? What is a trader on your team saying about Euro US dollar? Now you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, harmonic scanner, 6. You got levels, 7. You got swipe trades, 8. If you see 8 sells on Euro US dollar, you know what you got to do. You got to sell that bitch, right? So that's how you trade. You react. You don't guess. You take other analysis from other traders, and then you react, okay? So I'm going to go back to Forex Factory. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight at 11:30, Australian dollar is going to make a move. I personally like to trade Australian dollar between 7 to 10. But since the news is saying 11:30, right, that's going to be my time frame from 7 p.m. to 11:30. That's when I'm going to look to trade tonight for the Australian dollar. Now, let me go into the future, right? This is tomorrow. On Tuesday, 9:30 a.m., the Canadian dollar has major news. The US dollar has major news at 11 a.m. So what do? You take the US dollar, you take the Canadian dollar, you look at that pair tomorrow, US dollar, Canadian dollar, and you're going to make an analysis on where the market is going. Truthfully, because of this nice big space right here, okay, I'm actually going to go on a 4-hour time frame. and the market is on a downtrend, I believe that the market is going to continue to tank. Okay, I believe that the US dollar, Canadian dollar is going to continue to tank. So now, tomorrow, between 9 to 11 a.m., I am going to look to trade the US dollar, Canadian dollar. Everybody on the call, 47 people on a Monday at 4:30. Drop a 555 if you've gotten great value, not just because you already know this. A lot of us might know this already, but whatever you know, you must teach. Go to your team, show them this. Show them Forex Factory. Show them TradingView. Show them how to set up their live account. Okay? So we discussed some stuff. We discussed news. We've discussed how to use TradingView. What are the tools that I'm personally using? We discussed who to watch on Go Live. These three main educators because they're trading institutional. But other than that, I want to now open up the call. I want to open up the call to all 46 people. And I really want anyone to shoot out any questions that you have about trading. And it could be about anything. And I want to really be able to help anybody on the spot. So all you got to do is raise your hand on the call, and then I'm going to unmute your mic. Okay? So we got my man, Thomas Johnson. Thomas Johnson's got a chairman name. What's poppin', Thomas Johnson?
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's going on?
Nothing much. It's a really good video. I'm appreciating all of this. Hey, I got a question about the Hugo's Way. How do you transfer your money from that to your Cash App? Because I haven't figured that out yet.
You mean withdrawing?
Yeah.
Okay. So withdrawing, basically, you log in to your Hugo's Way, right? You log on here. And then once you log on here, you click on withdraw. And when you click on withdraw, it's gonna give you what is the address that you want to send it to. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on my Cash App. Okay. On my Cash App, if I go to home, let me see here. I know this is my phone's cracked too as well. I go on Bitcoin, I scroll here, and I go to deposit. I go to deposit. I don't click for withdraw. You click withdraw. Sorry. You click withdraw to fund your account, and then you click deposit to withdraw the money from your trading account. Okay?
Okay.
So hopefully I was able to answer your question.
Yeah. That's perfect.
All right, brother. Let's get it. Appreciate you.
You're muted.
Hey, bro, you muted yourself.
Got it. Thank you. Alexis Ferrone, are you on the call?
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
I just joined, but I'm still I'm 2 weeks in, and I'm still trying to just get the hang of things. And I have two questions. First, where will this video be after it's uploaded and recorded?
I got you. It's gonna be on my YouTube channel. So I'm gonna go here real quick. I'll post it right after. So it'll be right here on my YouTube. Your right hands, and it'll be the top video. It'll be the most recent updated video. This is also good, for anybody on the call. If you want to make your live account, I made a video on how to do that. How to use MetaTrader 4, how to use the harmonic scanner. So hopefully that was able to answer your question, Alexis.
And then I have another question. Thank you. Yes, I have another question. So since I just started trading, my situation is right now, I graduated college. I don't have a job right now. And I'm relying on either money that I have around the house or my parents. So I can't really trade with $100 because I can't always ask them for that. So what I'm asking is, do you have to have, I heard that you have to have at least 50, but can you just work with even 10 or 15 just for until I get a job? I'm working on getting a job for now.
Okay, that's a great question. Truthfully, if you put $10 to $15 in the market, it's going to be gone. I'm just going to be real. It's going to be gone because once again, the banks are in charge of the markets. So they're going to wipe out the smaller accounts, even people with $100 in their account. We have to precisely get into the market at the right time. And if we don't, the banks will take control and they will wipe out our $100 $50, $10. So right now, the best thing that you need is capital. And the way to create capital is by doing the business side of things. You do not have to, I want everyone to know about on this call, you do not have to have trading results to grow the business. The first 6 months, I did not have any trading results. I was able to, smash, P600, get an extra $600 a month, and then you take that money and then you can fund a trading account.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course, anytime. So we got my man Mitchell Waxler on the call. I think I know this guy.
No, you're good, my guy. You killed the answer to that question. That's all I was gonna say.
I appreciate you, bro. It's my brother from another mother right there. We got my man Aldo Barahona on the call. Platinum 150, P600 loading. What's good? What's good?
Yeah, Romeo, I just had a quick question because I saw that you recommended some educators. So I was wondering, how do you feel about Rock Coomer?
Rock Coomer is great as well. He trades the institutional style as well. So he's live at 2 a.m. I believe it's Monday through Wednesday. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I do recommend, if you're up late, tune into Rock Kumar as well.
All right. Thanks, bro.
Got you, homie. Let's get it. All right. We got, who else raised their hand on the call here? Let's see here. Chris, my man Chris. What's good?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on? Appreciate the call. My main question, I'm also new. I've been here maybe 3 weeks now.
Okay.
Trying to learn a little bit, but until I can learn how to, trade myself and everything, what's the best options as far as receiving signals from the professionals? My upline told me to get Gold Cup and Price Trap, but it hasn't been working for me. I haven't been able to navigate properly and get the signals on time. So what do you think is the proper way to get the signals just so I can, make some money while I learn?
Absolutely. So in order to get those signals, it's all about the timing. So once again, it comes back to the times. Trade between 3 a.m. to 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. New Zealand, Australian pairs. So that's going to come first. And then in terms of signals, I recommend to go on Go Live, watch their sessions, and they will call out live trades. They'll call out live signals so that way you can execute them, on those sessions as well. So that's the biggest thing. Everybody's like, obviously get Gold Cup, swipe trades. If you have swipe trades, use one educator, take one of their trades. Don't take everybody's trades because then you'll, won't have that much success. So just make sure that, you're using, you're trading at those right times and use Go Live and the harmonic scanner between those times.
Okay, and then Go Live, you access that through IMLTP, right?
That is correct. You are going to log on to, this is the new website. You go here, im.center, and then you log in, and then you'll be able to access, Go Live. It's a lot more organized on here, a lot more like a lot more better resources to navigate through this website.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Got you, Chris. Appreciate you, bro.
Yo, BWB Trade House goes live Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 a.m. And then also Swipe Coin has been absolutely killing the game.
Absolutely. Swipecoin is an absolute must, everybody. BWB Trade House, these two guys have really, honed in on style of, trading like the banks, trading with the banks. So I highly recommend to hop on their sessions, and the links will be dropped in the Money Moves Only Global and, all the other group chats as well. Anybody else got a question?
Yeah. How can you be added to the Money Moves Only if you're still a newbie?
Can you be added to the Money Moves Only if you're still a newbie? I am not 100% sure. I would get in contact with the person that got you started, and then they can add you to the group chat.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. Anybody else? Don't be shy. This is the best time. This is really the best time. Like, there's no question is a bad question. That's definitely number one. Like,
Yo,
Gabriel,
how's it going, man?
how's it going, brother? How we doing?
Doing pretty good. Yo, I had a question about the time frames. So basically, I was on GPD USD as well, right? And I was checking out. Actually, could you go to that area?
Yeah, of course. I got you right now. So, you go to Trading View, you click on chart. Once you click on chart, it'll load up. And then, boom, now you can navigate through the pair that you want to look at. So, Gabriel just said Great Britain pound US dollar, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect.
So then over there where you have your entry point, right?
Yes, sir.
On the left side, it goes a little bit higher.
Okay.
As in like far to the left.
You mean over here or to the left? To the left.
To the left, yeah. Up there.
Yeah.
So basically, I thought it was gonna go up there, right?
Okay.
And it kind of like it kind of stopped me right there, and it kind of went down, right? So then I just want to ask if I did see that you were talking about the downtrend from up there all the way down to where we're at now.
Mm-hmm.
So if you only use like 4 hour, 1 hour, because I was also like looking at the 15-minute as well as trying to see like how it would move and whatnot. That probably messed me up.
Yeah, I honestly I prefer to trade on the 4-hour time frame or the daily because you can catch the whole move. You can catch that whole move. And with that being said, looking at the direction of the market, obviously, yes, it made a huge, massive push up, massive impulse. But, to see that overall, if I go to the monthly time frame, we're still on a downtrend. We're still on a downtrend. So it did make that push, but I still believe that it's going to continue to fall down.
Cool, I got you. Thank you, man.
I got you, bro, 100%. Let's get it. Great questions. Keep them coming, guys. This is what it's all about. This is your time, Let's get it. Anybody else? You can just raise your hand. I'll unmute your mic. Or you can open up your mic.
Hello? I have a question.
Yeah, Ayana?
Yes.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing great, doing great.
Can you go over how to use the Fibonacci tool?
So personally, I would honestly, I don't use Fibonacci that well. So honestly, I wish I could, but it's not a part of my trading style. I think it overcomplicates things personally. The only thing that I would use on the Fibonacci is basically the 50% because we use the Fibonacci on the 50% of the institutional candle. Okay, so I personally just only use it for that, but I wouldn't super dive into it because that goes back to retail trading.
Okay, thank you.
Of course, no worries. Alexis, I know you had another question.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. So say earlier you said on Fridays you withdraw. So say
It's cleaning you up. Oh, it's cleaning you out.
Let me mute my man Zarian. Okay, you're good to go.
So thank you. So say you started with 25 and it was a good trading week and now you have 50. But say that's the only money that you have that you can use to trade. Meaning, does that make sense? You wouldn't withdraw, you would just keep it and keep trading with that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would the minimum withdrawal that I would make is $50. That's the minimum withdrawal. No matter what, I'm talking no matter what, I'm putting $50 in my bank account every week.
Okay.
So that other than that, anything lower than that, it wouldn't be smart.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
No worries. Great questions. Great questions, everybody. Let's keep them coming. If you don't ask questions, then you're continuously going to just be in that same position. So this is great. This is phenomenal. Anybody else?
Yeah, I have a question. Another question.
Of course.
When you're like going into a trade, what's the first thing you look for, or like what's your trading technique?
Going into a trade, the first thing is don't over leverage. That's number one. So like if you're ready to click that button, buy or sell, put a 0.01 on it first. Let that float. Let that kind of see where the market is going. And then after that, if you want to make that a little bit higher lot size, depending on your account, and I'm actually going to show you guys something here, right? If I had $100 in my account, okay, I'm not going nothing more than a 0.05. No, I'm talking like discipline, nothing more than 0.05. And then you just keep going, right? $200. Then, you want to do, this is $1 per pip, $300, $1.50 per pip. So hopefully I was able to answer your question.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Phenomenal. Anybody else? Let's get it, family.
I have another question.
Yeah.
So say like as a newbie or someone who's like still starting, they've been taking the signals, but they want to start taking their own trades in the next like few, I don't know, like days, like a week or so, right? What is some advice you would give to a new trader who is about to start taking their own trade? Like what should they look for? So like you said, don't over leverage. And yeah, like what's some basic advice you would give to?
Absolutely.
I got you, Romeu.
Yeah, for sure. My man Mitch, let's get it.
I don't recommend going live until you can show the individual who got you started that you were profitable on your demo account for three to 4 weeks straight. That's my answer.
Okay, thank you.
Fire.
Someone's like, I'm ready to go live. You always gotta ask, yo, how profitable have you been in the last 3 weeks on your demo account?
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. Trading, guys, ladies and gentlemen, like this is a profession, just like being a doctor, just like being a lawyer, it takes time. Don't be afraid to take the professional signals in your very beginning. And then let's say a year down the road, I've been doing this now for over a year. Now I can analyze the market on my own, right? But in your first year of trading, leverage other people's style of trading and, obviously using their, signals and seeing what works, what fits with your style. So yeah, we got my man Thomas Johnson. You can unmute your mic.
Hey, so I got another question as far as the hard money scanner. Like today, I was looking at it, and I forget what pairs it was, but it was like a lot of pairs. I was seeing it was throwing out signals, and in each of those signals, it was going the opposite direction that it said it was going to go. Like I understand, at first it may start out in the opposite direction, and I kind of watch until it starts, making a profit, but I was watching them, and it's like they just kept going down towards the stop loss, and like a few of them went past the stop loss. So I'm wondering why that is.
So basically, what times did you trade? What times did you get into the market?
Well, I started trading like last night, and I made a good profit, but like when I woke up, I think it was around like 8 this morning, and that's when I looked at the harmonic scanner just to see if there was any good signals on there, and like between 8 and 1.
8 and 1 last night?
No, this morning.
8 and 1 this morning. Okay, so 8 to 10 a.m., great time. Anything after 10 a.m., honestly, I don't recommend trading. So if you entered a trade after 10 p.m. and it hit your stop loss, that's the reason why.
Okay.
So yeah, that's one of the biggest things. So let me, I'm actually gonna go over here, show you guys what's good, right? First thing with a harmonic scanner, okay? You don't want to use the 15-minute time frame. You're gonna click on Hugo's Way, you don't look at the 15-minute. You look at the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Okay. Now let's say if I looked at US dollar, Canadian dollar, just a random pair here. Okay. Now this is the entry, right? This is the entry. I never go for TP2 or 3. I always do take profit number 1 and stop loss, right? You always plug in your stop loss and TP number 1. And as you can see, the market smashed. I mean, it hit TP1, and you would have made, right? You caught 66 pips in about 20 hours. And if you did 10 cents, you would have made $6.60. If you did $1, you would have made $66. And things like that. So this is how I use the scanner, and I use the scanner between those times, 3 a.m. to 10 a.m., and then Australian, New Zealand pairs, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I appreciate it, man. That was pretty good.
Absolutely, 100%. Alexis?
I have another question. You said something a second ago about what did you say? Oh, did you say not to trade after 10 p.m. on the harmonic scanner or in general?
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't trade. Like, I would not trade. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't trade after 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Okay. Like right now, if you're in a trade right now, it's not gonna look pretty. It's not gonna look good. You're gonna say, oh, it doesn't work. It does work. It's just about timing and reacting.
Okay.
Anybody else? I know we had some people hop off. No worries. This is great. Anybody's got questions? Chris, let's get it. You can unmute your mic, Chris.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, the question with the pip count, like for different type of pairs, it's a different setup, right? Like some numbers are like 0 point, then like 5 numbers. Some are like 3 whole numbers and 2 numbers after the decimal. Can you tell me the difference in calculating the different types?
Yeah. Okay. This is actually a very, very good question. Very, very good question. So here's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Great Britain pound. This is the price, right? This is the current price. The current price is the red line, ladies and gentlemen, right? So 1.28825. Okay. The only numbers that you look at, truthfully, is the 82. This right here. That's all you should be looking. That is how you calculate the pips. So, Chris, if we sold the market at this price and it dropped from 1.2860, how many pips did we catch?
So that would be 22 pips, right?
That would be 22 pips, correct. So now if it's 22 pips, and let's say we did $1 per pip, which is this, how much do we make?
What, $22?
Perfect. So that is the example for the Great British Pound. So now let me go to Australian US dollar. We'll look at another one.
But hold on 1 second. Yeah. On that same one, what if it went the other way, 22 pips? How would you calculate that?
Got you. Great question. So now I'm going to go like this. Now it's going to be 1 point, right? It's going to be 1.29.
Okay, so you move the other number beside it, like you're adding decimals pretty much regularly.
Exactly. 1.29, so plus 82, so that'd be 84. So that would be 0.45.
Oh, okay, I got you. Mm-hmm.
So hopefully that was I was able to help you out with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. And then obviously if you go to another pair, Australian US dollar. Let me delete everything here, and now it's different, right? So this is 0.68851, right? So that means we're at 85. So if we sold the market, I'm looking for, honestly, truthfully, I'm looking for a nice 20 pip TP, 20 pips, this would be my target right here. 20 pips, so that would be 65.
Okay.
Is that making sense?
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. And then there's another kind where it's like maybe like 137.05 on the entry price. Like, what is that, gold and stuff maybe?
Okay. So yeah. So if I go to gold now, XAU USD. 1 second. Let's see here. XAU USD. I'm gonna delete everything here.
Yeah.
So now, in this case, right, 1509.29. All you're really looking at is the 29, right? If the 29 goes up to, let's say it goes up to 10509.99, how many pips did we catch?
70 pips.
70 pips. Perfect.
Okay.
And then, vice versa, if it drops, let's say 29 pips, it'll be 10509.00.
If it drops. Okay.
So hopefully that was able to help you out.
Yeah, definitely, man. I was stuck on that for a long time for some reason. Just the different ones are, set up differently.
Hell yeah, for sure. It takes some time. It's hard to look at first. But just look at those numbers. Obviously on gold, it's the last numbers. But for every other foreign exchange pair, it's the last two numbers. Like it's the two numbers before the last number.
Okay.
So yeah, great question, Chris. Great question. Anybody else? Anybody else got a question? iPhone, raise your hand. Let's get it.
Hey, so I had a question. Earlier I had put in a trade, and when it got to the stop loss, it kept saying that the stop loss was invalid, and so I'm not sure what I did wrong or whatever. I just needed some help with like how to put in a stop loss.
What pair was it?
Actually, I had sold gold.
Okay, it was gold. And
Yeah.
okay, so you sold gold. So now with that being said, if you sold gold, you want to make sure that that number that you put in as your stop loss, right? It's got to be above price because you're selling.
Okay.
So if you're selling, your stop loss is above. If you're buying, your stop loss is below.
Okay. Trying to write that down.
Was that able to help you out a little bit?
Yes.
Okay, so perfect. Yeah, so in this case, right, if I wanted to get colorful on you guys again, right, if I want to stop, my stop loss would be here if I'm going to sell it, right? And then this is for a sell, and if I want to, right, this is obviously we want the market to go down here, but if vice versa, your stop loss is going to be below for a buy. So yeah, anybody else got a question?
Hey, Romeu.
Yo, what's good, Michael? Let's get it.
Could you show me how to use the harmonic scanner, like how you punched in the trades and stuff like that?
Okay, so the harmonic scanner, right? You're gonna basically, on the top, it's gonna give you the name of the pair. So it's gonna tell you the broker, because this is our broker, the name of the pair, the time frame, and the name of the pattern. So this is a shark harmonic pattern. Okay, I'm gonna go to a recent pair. Let me go to the first one, Australian US dollar. Okay, so this is actually an active trade right now. If the letter D is low, you're gonna look for a buy. If the letter D is high, you're gonna look for a sell. Okay, so in this case, Mike, what are we looking for? Are we looking for a buy or are we looking for a sell?
I think buy.
That's correct, right? So if the letter D is low, we're looking for a buy. If the letter D is high, we're looking for a sell. And all you do is you go on your MetaTrader and you're gonna copy the stop loss. You're gonna copy the stop loss. So let me click on this rectangle here. You copy this number and you copy this number. Nothing else. You don't copy anything else besides those two numbers. And let's see, this pair is already up 7 pips. 7 pips in about an hour. Australian US dollar moves pretty slow, but take profit number one is 20 pips. And that's kind of what I like to look for. I don't recommend getting into this now. Why? Because it's 5. It's not really a great time to trade. So hopefully, Mike, that's literally how you use the harmonic scanner. You copy in the TP1 stop loss. You find out where the letter D is. If it's low, you buy. If it's high, you sell. And you always click on Hugo's Way Guy, and you use the 1 hour, 4 hour. The pairs on the very bottom already happened, and the ones at the very top are the most recent trades. So like this one, look, this one smashed, it hit TP1, 50 pips. 50 pips in 9 hours. So always use the scanner at the correct times.
Okay.
So hopefully I was able to help you out, Mike.
Yeah, that was good. Thank you.
Awesome. Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
And you said you used the scanner about, you said what time at night to 10 a.m. in the morning?
7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Australian, New Zealand pairs, and then 3 a.m. to 10 a.m. Swiss franc, Great Britain pound, Japanese yen, US dollar.
Okay. All right. So you just use the 7 o'clock time for only the Australian ones?
Yes, sir.
All right. But got you.
Got you. Great question. Thomas Johnson, let's get it.
Hey, buddy. Hey, so I was going to ask, like, I know you said, those other the educators are good, but, you're really good yourself. I want to know, like, when you do your live videos and everything, like, is there a certain time you do them?
I'm going to consistently do them now at 4 o'clock. I think this is the best time. 4 o'clock is a good time for, just personally me and my schedule. And I'm going to start doing them Monday through Friday at 4 p.m.
Okay, cool. So, like, is there a specific link to your chat?
Is there a specific link to my chat? I'm going to drop the link in the Money Moves Only Global and, all the other group chats that I drop in it.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely. Definitely. Perfect. Anybody else? Shout out to everybody tuning in today. Let's get it. You got the clock, that means it's time to secure the bag.
I have a question.
Yes.
So if you're like starting out trading or like beginning, what is the best like FX cross do you think that you should start out with?
The best FX pair to trade, honestly, I would, Australian US dollar is going to be slow, like slow. Look at this. This drop right here was only 40 pips. On Great Britain pound, Japanese yen, that would have been like 150 pips. So for beginners, I recommend Australian just because it's slower. But then the next pair I would recommend is the US dollar, Canadian dollar. I think this is a good pair. Right now, it's in consolidation. What does consolidation mean, ladies and gentlemen? It means that it's not moving, okay? It means that it's not moving, right? This is not, you see how it's just kind of been in these zones? You want to catch this kind of move, this kind of impulse. So I would recommend US dollar, Canadian dollar, Australian US dollar, New Zealand US dollar, and those are 3 good pairs for beginners for sure. My man Chris said, we need these beginner meetings. There are so many of the chairman meetings talking about the recruiting aspect. I totally feel you, man. I do agree. Obviously they do have a lot of those meetings. But this is what you paid for, right? You paid for the education. So you need to use the education. I am not a 7-figure trader. I am not a 6-figure trader. I have made money in the markets. I do make money in the markets. But I pay every month because I want to learn from 7-figure traders. I'm here to help you guys get to the next level with the basics and things like that. But you need to tune into the information, which is the scanner, the academy, and the Go Live. If you're not on Go Live for more than an hour a day, then you won't see results, right? If you haven't gone through basics and technical analysis yet with, I'm talking like full pages of notes, then you're not going to see the results. So that's the biggest thing. Like these meetings, I do these because I want to help out everybody, but like I am not, you know, swipe trader, educator, your right hands. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to help everybody though. Chris, let's get it.
So as far as, you know, you said the academy, the harmonic scanner, and go live, like I'm still new, getting used to everything. So for the harmonic scanner, what, like, I mean, I know what it is, but is someone there teaching us, or is it a course on the harmonic scanner, or what? What are we learning on that? How do we learn from it?
Yeah, you can learn how to use the harmonic scanner on Go Live. There is actually a section that says harmonic scanner, and you'll click on that, and they'll literally give you all of the educators that use the harmonic scanner with their style of trading. You know, they use it. The harmonic scanner, ladies and gentlemen, it's not the answer. It is a confirmation. You use this as a confirmation. So you go on Go Live to learn how to use a harmonic scanner.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks.
Got you. My man Gabriel, let's get it.
Yo. So basically, on TradingView, right? You know how
Yeah.
you search the pairs or crosses that you want. Sometimes, well, when you're searching them up, there's like different, I guess like companies or whatever that are showing the pairs. I don't know. Let's say the same thing, GBP, USD. And then you see how there's many different, like,
yes,
like graphs. Like, do you just like suggest just typing in GBP USD and then enter, or like, is there a certain one that you would choose?
Well, what this means is that if, you know, obviously it's showing the same pair, but it's on different foreign exchange brokers.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like this one's Forex.com, this one's Oanda, you know, this one's ICE. But personally, you know, I use the first one, you know, the first major one, you know, to look at that certain pair.
Okay, cool.
Definitely. Good questions, guys. This is what it's about. We all go into the next level. It's already done. Anybody else? Nikki?
Yeah, I got a question again.
Okay, let's get it.
So, can I ask you, what is your reason for not like holding till you get to TP3s usually? Is it because it's like not consistent, or it's like sometimey?
It's just not consistent. It's not consistent, and also like you're gonna make you're gonna make money if you're not greedy. That's it. Like, you know, somebody said this to me the other day. You can have
not weak.
What happened?
You said if you're not weak.
No. I didn't say not you're not weak. Basically, I was saying that somebody told me the other day, you know, you can trade like the banks. You know, you could trade like Lizaldo. You could trade like Christopher Derrick, right? But if you don't close, if you don't press that orange button, or, you know, put your TP at a nice, reasonable point, then you're never going to make money. Like, truthfully, you know, you're never going to make money. You know, trading is over 95% psychology. So when you're making money and you hit TP1, and let's say you secured $17, don't be like, yo, this is not enough money for me. Compound it, continuously compound it. And then when you hit that 50 mark, reward yourself and pay yourself, you know, and withdraw.
All right.
Definitely. So I always use TP1 no matter what. Yeah, great questions, guys. Man, it's great. This is a phenomenal call. We got it on record too, so I'm gonna upload it after this. But anybody else? I know we got some lady bosses on the call. Anybody else? Drew Clark, Rose Taylor, Becca, Britt. Shout out to your right hands. Appreciate you. Let's get it. Thank you, Alexis. Absolutely. So, guys, let's leave it at that. Let's not, you know, obviously this call was a great call. It was a nice, long call. But look, ladies and gentlemen, just remember, keep going. Are you going to hit stop loss? Absolutely. Are you going to blow an account? Absolutely. Just keep going. Here's to give everybody the belief, the hope. Everything is there. I had a gentleman, played basketball with him at this gym I'm about to go to later tonight. And he goes, yo, bro, I want to do this Forex thing. You know, how do I get started? Boom, send him the link, got started. I didn't hear from him for like 3 months. He was paying every month, studying. He had a lot of money. He had $40,000. He put 40K in the market and he turned it into 400,000 in about 6 months, okay? There's proof, you know, you can go on his page on IG. His page is like, I believe it's Malfa, let me see here, MALFA 24, Malfa 24 on IG, okay? This market works. This will pay you. This will make you rich. Don't quit. Don't give up. I know $165 a month is a good amount of money, but listen, stop buying Chipotle all the time. You know, stop buying, you know, the newest pair of shoes that come out. Don't buy a whole new wardrobe. Like, be in the same clothes that you've been wearing and just ride with it. Pay for your membership, because this is going to give you the keys to buying 15 wardrobes, you know, buying multiple Xboxes, PlayStation, whatever you desire. So never quit, never give up. Money is there. The financial freedom is there. And, you know, we're going to, we're going to make it happen, you know? So I'm super, super happy and grateful for all of you guys. You know, don't worry about paying it monthly. You know how many times I paid the monthly and I didn't see results, but I still believe, because you need to have a vision, right? Vision is seeing something that is not there yet, right? And you got to keep seeing it every day. And then next thing you know, now the money's coming in. Now, you know, you can travel, do the things that you want to do. So shout out to everybody who tuned in today. Definitely subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be dropping more YouTube videos to help everybody get to the next level. Give me a follow on IG. And if you have any other questions, you can shoot me a DM. But ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful rest of your night. Secure those bags. Hit up those people. Drop those comments. Drop those voice DMs if you're doing the business side. And let's go change fucking lives.